one, and we are live. Welcome to Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Willie. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing. Joining me today, I've got my two lovely co-hosts. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
Yo, it's Mac. You can find me on Twitter at AZSportsFien. That's FIEN.
Hey, what is up, party people? It is Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego. That is 2 O's.
And I've got bad news, guys. It's beginning to look a lot like we suck. Gotta love it, folks.
Everywhere we go.
Every time we play.
For about a year now.
Yeah. So we're in hell, but it's not as if you guys didn't already know that, being Cardinals fans.
Yeah, has anything happened over the last 48 hours? I have no idea. What did I miss out?
Well, what didn't you miss is the question.
We have a lot to unpack here between.
Where do we start? Do we start with the obvious here?
Yeah, I mean, we can either start with Kyler or Keim, since Keim just.
Let's start with Kyler, because I think that's going to be the bigger impact here. I think that this just gave Cliff and Keim 3 more years, and I know that's the worst fucking thing to open with when talking about this, but like, Cliff has another year if they want to give him another year for insurance. Like, oh well, you don't have Kyler this year, you're fine. Year 2, oh well, Kyler's getting back into his rhythm, it's fine. Year 3, oh well, Kyler sucks now. When he's back, you're out. So at least 3 years.
I'm still not going to kick the can down the road at all. Bring in a new coach as soon as possible. Learn a new system. Kyler can't go out there and practice, be running around.
But how do you sell that? Your main selling point just is injured for the next year. So I mean,
like selling it to the next coach. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I mean, you're kind of fucked there, but there are good, talented young guys who are deserving of an NFL coaching job. And that's not to say that Cliff wasn't deserving, because, well, he really wasn't, considering get fired from your alma mater. And then you kind of bump up to the NFL. But there are guys who've been in the league, who've done a good job for numerous years now, who would jump at the opportunity. I know it's definitely not, a sexy place to be at this moment. But I wouldn't just not look and not try to see if there's a better fit to kind of turn this culture around. I don't know. What do you think, Jackie?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen enough of Cliff, and it is going to be a little harder of a sell now that with Kyler being hurt. But like you said, there is potential here. We have a very talented roster, and with the NFC as a whole being kind of a weak conference right now, it really doesn't take much. A great coach to kind of turn this around and really make us a contender. It just sucks that, like I said, our biggest selling point just got hurt, and we'll see what next. There's a lot of big question marks going into next year. But I think if we can find a serviceable backup that can keep us at 500, and then, whenever Kyler comes back, we can really get going. And, we won't collapse at the end of the year. Maybe we'll get hot at the right time.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to next year. I'm not looking forward to the next few games for sure. I don't see much of a reason to talk next week, because any way you cut it, we're going to be talking about a shit game. So I mean,
if you guys are new here, Bo Bobbles is our editor. Shout out, Bobby. When you get a chance, Bobby, if you're listening, are you going to the game this weekend? I know you live in Denver, so if he's going to the game, we can get him on next week. Psyche, we know he's not going to jump on. Hell, we don't even know if it's a he, for God's sake. But
we're a real person.
We have less than a month left. I mean, shit. When we started this, wasn't it the Josh Rosen year?
When I started
fucking episode.
I was the only one on. I was the only fixture.
That's
Will and Bobby have been in the trenches.
I was there with you that Josh Rosen year. That's my point right there. Is we did it every fucking week. There's always something to talk about. I mean, look, if you didn't, have a episode
Nah,
this week, think how much
this is
stuff we could
stolen
have talked
valor.
about.
This is stolen valor, Mac. I don't fuck with that.
Well, man, we're Arizona sports fans here. What
Fair.
life ain't supposed to be easy. Fuck. But anyways, so what about the news today? What do you guys think about the whole news coming out with Kime? It looks like Quentin Harris.
I think it's. I know this isn't my place to say it. I think it's kind of gross that we're all just speculating. Oh, it's just some way to get him out without saying. Well, no, I mean he could genuinely have problems. I think it's kind of gross to say this is just us trying to fire him without firing him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speculate. Everybody else is going to speculate. I was kind of, I was very mad at all the distasteful people, celebrating Kyler being hurt. So it's pretty hypocritical of saying, fuck these people.
They all have one joke, and it's not funny.
Yeah. So, it's hypocritical to say fuck these people that were bragging on Kyler, but and then to come on here and brag on Steam Kime. But I will say just one more thing about the Kyler thing. If you were happy that he got hurt, your mom's a hoe, and I hope someone steals your identity and fucks your credit score.
Dude, were there people out there from the Cardinal fan base who were happy?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see. I was at my nephew's game for the first half, so I missed all of that.
Well,
but I did see people
rejoicing, making jokes, saying he's not even hurt.
Put their ad out there so we could block them.
Yeah. So
I mean, my whole
people.
Kind of going back to the Kyler thing as well. My whole thing is, I hope he goes into this rehab and takes it. What's the word I'm looking for? He takes it
seriously.
Well, yeah, I know he's going to take it seriously, but like the bull by the horns, kind of like Joe Burrow. I think that's kind of the hope that we all, want to see from him is that he can sit out, he can gain a different perspective. Because it's one thing if you're sitting out and you're still, you're week to week or whatever, you're still going in and getting yourself ready for the game and everything. Now we know you're out, at least probably 9 months, up until minimum the season opener and whatnot. But to see what Joe Burrow, what he overcame as a rookie with that, and it's not like the offensive line got that much better over there, but his growth and maturity of eating up the playbook and being that leader for the Bengals. He's just a whole another guy taking that time off. He had that experience, gained a little bit different perspective, kind of sitting out as a coach. So I think that's all what we're kind of hoping for. And I'm honestly, I don't think I wouldn't be expecting Kyler back until probably November next year. He's not a guy who seems that he's going to come back unless he's 100% anyways. And especially as a running quarterback, you even have to be that much more careful. So I saw Joe's video. Shout out Joe in the
chat.
Yeah, I saw his video and 100% agree that next year is kind of like you're kind of building for the future for 2024, which sucks. It's not ideal.
Here's my question. I've seen this tossed around a bit. I want to know what you guys think. Do you trade DeAndre Hopkins this offseason?
Well, you're going to have to pay Hollywood Brown here soon enough, his fifth-year options next year. So you're going to have to make a decision there. And I think we all are, pretty likely that we're going to re-sign the guy. I'd like to think so and trade a first-round pick. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, his value is, as high as probably it's been, considering he's had all the injuries and everything for the last, year and a half. So it's definitely a tough decision. You just better make sure you have the right pieces that, we already saw, how this wide receiver room looked. So Rondell Moore can't stay healthy. He's on the IR. He's going to miss the rest of the season. I wouldn't put it past. I mean, that's a lot of money you're going to tie up in the wide receiver room. And if 2023 is kind of a wash year from the beginning, I not to say, but kind of get what you can get, especially if a new GM comes in here. Build these assets and build this franchise the right way from the inside out. I've been saying it for years on here. Fucking no quarterback's going to win with the offensive line that we've seen this year from the Cardinals. And it's just time and time again. It seems like to be like the same issues over and over. So if you do it, yeah, you better get a haul back though.
I'm gonna name some names on here of quarterbacks who are going to be up for grabs next offseason. I want you guys to tell me what you think. All right, so Baker Mayfield.
No,
I'm not trying to get another number one pick in here and have it go back and forth. Kyler's the guy. Baker needs to go somewhere where he can battle for the starting job, and this ain't it.
Jimmy Jesus.
No, same thing.
No.
Bridgewater.
I don't hate it. I want Teddy Bridgewater to have success, but I don't think he'll find it here.
I've seen what he can do at his peak. I mean, he's not bad.
Yeah, and I mean he's the type of guy who can come in and he knows he's not going to be the starter. So, one thing is,
I don't hate it though. I just don't think he'll win us a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean Colt McCoy is not going to win us a lot of games either.
Danny Dimes
right now. Who? Danny Dimes?
Yes.
I would take Daniel Jones, but
it's
I
the
think
same thing. He's going to start her. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to want to start. He's going to want to compete for that job.
I know Joe was beating this drum earlier today. Case Keenum.
No.
Much like
Colt McCoy. I need with this offensive line. I don't think it's going to be 100% fixed by next year. I would like at least another guy who's mobile back there. If you have Colt McCoy, I don't want another fucking statue. And I know Case worked with Cliff, but hopefully, the case is that Cliff won't even be here.
So here's one that I think we can all get behind. Mike White. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I like that, but I don't know what the situation is going to be like for him in New York. So
Tom Brady.
We'll see.
Brady.
I had said that in our big Cardinals group chat. I'm like, get Tom Brady in here, and then that'll be it'll entice what's his face if there's a vacant coaching job, Sean Payton. But I don't think Tom Brady is just going to let go of the starting position like that.
Oh no, he's no comment. I'm good on that though. Got anyone else?
Nothing really.
I got
Jacoby Brissett is.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
You also have like a Marcus Mariota as well, which I'm good on that guy. Fucking awful.
What about Sam Darnold, guys? You want Sam Darnold?
No. I like Jacoby Brissett, what he can bring, his mobility.
Smith, but I don't think Seattle's just going to part ways with him after the season he's having.
No.
Yeah, no. If they draft a quarterback, it's going to be probably a little bit more developmental, and they'll sit him.
They've got the number 2 pick. They absolutely could.
Yeah, and if you got Geno there, that's good, so you don't have to rush the quarterback, into a situation where maybe he's just not 100% ready yet.
It is nuts how many of these top 10 picks do not have their pick.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Seattle's got Denver's. Was it? Who else is there? The Eagles have
the Saints. The Eagles have somebody's. The Lions have somebody's.
The Lions have the Rams. The Eagles have the Saints.
Yeah, that's who.
Houston's got Cleveland.
Well, this is going to be up against Denver this weekend. It's going to be what, Brett Ripien or is that the dad, Brett Ripien? Versus looks like probably Colt McCoy. So whoever can lose that game will, puts himself. I think the Broncos and Cardinals would be tied with the record, right? So I wonder how that tiebreaker would work out. I don't think it just goes by head to head. I think it's like conference first.
Can the Meteor win, please? I'm just checked out, man.
But yeah, no, like as far as time, like you were saying, people like digging jokes or whatever at him. He canceled his Burns and Gamble. Shout out to Travis in our chat. I didn't even know he canceled his Burns and Gamble on Thursday or Friday of last week. And every week they show him in the skybox with Bidwell, except for this last Sunday. So I do think something's going on. I don't think it's just we're just going to call it this and then, push you out the door. But it does feel like the writing is kind of coming on the wall, no matter what the health issue is. It's hard to even really speculate. People can do that themselves. But considering how bad it is, it just feels like the writing definitely is on the wall. And I will guarantee this. This is a guarantee right fucking here, right now, that the next GM after Steve Keim will either be Quentin Harris or Adrian Wilson. It's just the Cardinals' history.
No.
I was just going through all their GMs. And there's a quote from Bill Bidwell when he fired Bob Ferguson and hired Rod Graves. He said something to the fact that even though we've sustained unprecedented injuries, a 5-11 season is just unacceptable. And then that hiring of Rod Graves, helped lead to the Cardinals only Super Bowl in 2008. So that's just right there. That's from Bill Bidwell, who a lot of us, be like, oh, he didn't want to win. He didn't want to win. But, that's kind of the same scenario right here. We've had an unprecedented amount of injuries this year. But you have to play better than what we've played. We've yet to beat a 500 team or better. And it just shows on the field when you're watching. And
I mean, you can't blame injuries every year. You can't do what the fucking Niners do every year and blame injuries if anything goes south. At some point, you have to account with depth. You have to do something other than just get complacent.
Yeah, and it's a bad look that we didn't run our guys out there and the preseason. Yeah, exactly. We're trying to conserve these guys, and then we have probably the worst injury year. Definitely.
Ever.
I would say since the Cardinals have moved to the Valley. But before that, so you have Steve Keim. So Michael Bidwell took over 2007. His only hire so far is hiring Steve Keim as a general manager. Before that was Rod Graves. He was in-house. Bob Ferguson was an in-house hire. He was with the franchise for a few years before and then moved up. The only one that I don't recognize here, even dating back to the 70s, would be Buddy Ryan, who was the head coach, general manager, and that's probably the only way that Bidwell could get Buddy Ryan here, and that only lasted 2 seasons. And I know we've talked about it in the past. I don't want Sean Payton to do both. I really don't. I don't think that's a recipe for success. And I would be 100% okay if Adrian Wilson is a GM and Sean Payton would, still want to come here. I think that relationship could work well. But it would be something, Adrian Wilson being on that 09 team, that Sean Payton's Greg Williams defense, took out Kurt Warner. So I know it's a business, but I wonder if Adrian Wilson has any, kind of
ill will.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to win.
And I'm sure he does too as well. But that would be an interesting conversation,
Yeah.
If they haven't already
he's a defensive player, and it was the defense doing the damage, so it's not like they personally, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I just know A-Dub feels kind of like he could be like a hothead like that a little bit.
We've seen it for a couple of weeks, but I just see a team that's been checked out for a while. It's just really sad, honestly, because this could have been a better. Well, yeah, no shit, this could have been a better year than this, but it's just like the fact that it has been so catastrophic and it has been so bad is frankly embarrassing.
It's been doomed since last year, our playoff game last year.
I swear to God, it's the fucking bean, man. We've been shit ever since we've insulted the Chicago Bean.
We posted a giant chrome dick on our Twitter page, and we've been in hell ever sinch.
And that reminds me, is there a big dick player of the week this week?
Fuck no. You want to know why? Because third play of the goddamn game, Kyler tears his ACL, and I made a very conscious decision, a very adult decision of me. I said, Jackie, we could stay up, watch this game, go get beer, because God knows you're going to need beer to finish this game, or you can be an adult and go to sleep. Guess what I did? I went to sleep. I did see Isaiah Simmons pick off what's his ass, so there you go. By default, Isaiah Simmons, you're my big player of the game.
We got to get Potts
Builder's title. You get a giant chrome dick as your trophy.
What are you sipping on, Jackie? I feel like we haven't done this the last couple of weeks. What you got drinking?
This is a Shiner. Shout out Shiner Bock. It's a Texas beer.
Ooh.
This is their holiday cheer edition. It's ale brewed with pecans and peaches.
Shiner bought some good shit. I know when I was
Shiner
at
Bock is
Ruster's
good
Roost, they had that on tap, and I was like, ooh. Everyone after work would just go up there and get fucking shit face after work.
I got drunk last night. I'm not drinking tonight. But
Oh yeah.
With the
College
boys?
teams.
With the boys? Watching football or watching wrestling?
With my parents. We went out for dinner.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's Pops doing?
He's doing all right. Yeah, I got some mixed drink. I think they called it a liquid marijuana.
I love it. I like regular marijuana.
Are you still hungover?
Well, I mean, it wasn't that much, dude. It was just a glass.
I could just see you like waking up like I got a killer headache.
No, I've gotten drunk, but I've never gotten hungover.
Shout out.
Oh, I've seen your drunk tweets on the timeline. Yeah.
Speaking of drunk tweets on the timeline, a total tangent because we don't have a lot to talk about because our season is fucked. Tell me about this person.
I was just gonna bring that shit up.
Same sex. What happened there?
Someone offered you gay sex and you politely declined it, and the guy kept.
Shit. Yeah. Give me a sec. So there was this guy I knew in high school. We didn't talk much, so I don't know. But like out of nowhere, he fuck. I'm gonna pull it up. Actually, I want to read the fucking DMs because it fucking confounded me.
Was it a dick pic? I hope it wasn't a dick pic. You're like, hey bud, wanna come over, suck on something?
Oh my goodness! My virgin ears.
So I'm gonna. I said hi.
Everybody's like,
he texts me out of nowhere. Says hi. I say hi. Hey, quick question. Are you part of the LGBT? And I'm like, yeah, I am. So he was like, cool. So are you like gay, bi, pan? I'm like, I'm not sure what the difference is. And I was like, he was like, cool. And I was like, why do you ask? And he was like, just curious. I see. He was like, yeah, I mean, we could mess around. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. He was like, why not? I said I was just not up to it. He was like, do you want to see my ass? I was like, no.
Would you like to see my butthole?
It's just he asked me why not. It's that I said no.
No,
dickhead.
No, sir.
Well, he probably thought you were just open for anything.
Watson?
Part of the LGBTQ movement. Yeah, I don't know what it means. It just cool, perfect. Yeah, nice. So hopefully that you don't see that guy anytime soon. It'll be a little bit awkward.
Yeah, it was just a very strange interaction because I hadn't spoken to that guy since high school.
Hey, I haven't seen you since high school. You want to see my ass? Oh. They live by a different set of rules than us normal folks, and I'm here for it.
Are we considered normal?
No, actually,
we're Cardinals fans. We're anything but normal.
For one, I'm not normal.
Yeah, you guys are Cardinals fans in the East Coast. What's your guys' fucking problem?
Yeah, we're just major degenerates.
Are you gonna go up to the New Year's Eve game? Was it New Year's game in Atlanta?
Maybe if Kyler wasn't hurt, not with a Colt McCoy duel. I'm good.
Make that.
The guy we signed today is fucking awful. I don't know why people are actually happy about it. David Blau, he's awful.
What do you know about him?
Well, I know that
Blau.
I know that he was like awful in college, if I remember right. If this is who I think it is.
He went to Purdue with Rondell Moore. He was his quarterback at Purdue.
Oh wait, shit! Who am I thinking of?
There's another guy. The David Blow. We added two guys. David Blow is from the Lions. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Well, David Blow has been awful in the NFL. He's 0-5. There was one guy that like.
That's like a porn name. David Blow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing I know about David Blow is that his wife was like in the Olympics, and they were like in the Lions training facility watching her like place time and run her race and do whatever. And I thought, oh, he's adorable.
Was just trying to steal that shit. I see Cliff. Oh, but he had 69 touchdowns in college, 43 interceptions. Not the greatest ratio, I'd say there. And then so far in the pros, he's 0 for 5. He got 5 starts as a rookie for the Lions. 0 for 5. Looks like he has 4 TDs and 7 interceptions so far in his career. So the other guy we brought in was the dude from Reno, Nevada.
Carson. Who was it?
Carson Strong.
Yeah, Carson Strong.
He was a first-round prospect until people figured out he had a degenerative knee. I realized my issue now. I was not thinking of David Blow. I was thinking of
Carson Strong.
You know what?
What did we say?
What? I said Carson Strong. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm kind of stony right now, but I don't mind bringing in fucking these guys. Honestly, give them fucking starts. This team isn't. We don't want to win games necessarily right now at the point that we're at. You know, you're in prime position to get a top draft pick. Hope Keim it gets better, but hopefully he's not the one making the draft pick this next season. So I'm not against, sure, throw Colt McCoy out there this week. And honestly, he's probably not going to survive much longer behind this fucking offensive line. I thought Josh Jones and Beachum both had probably their worst games of the season. And I think Josh Jones has done an admirable job filling in, and there's going to be definitely a conversation to be had between him and DJ Humphries at left tackle. But next season, I don't know if you'd be able to trade DJ Humphries. I know some people have kind of been tossing that out there. But ideally, I would like to go into the season at least with Josh Jones starting at right tackle, DJ Humphries at left tackle. You have a proven vet who comes here who has starts under his belt at right tackle, who can back up Josh Jones if he cannot handle it. Because I know he has not looked great in his appearances at right tackle up to so far in his 3 years. So I have a little contingency plan there, but I do want to see Josh Jones starting week 1 of next season.
Yeah. Oh man, this team is exhausting.
Can I just give a shout out to our sponsorship? Shout out Alien Sex Doll and Grim Reaper Dildo. We appreciate you guys. Follow us on onlyfans.com, sucking toes, fucking hoes. So yeah, that's a Cardinal podcast.
College thing. It's college thing.
Cardinal Sex Doll. There you go. For all you freaks out there. So
can I also give another shout out, more football, not sexual related, to Big Red? Because
ankle.
Fuck, that's
broke his ankle or some shit.
This whole team can't fucking. This whole organization can't stay healthy.
It's a hard knocks life for us.
I guess he sprained it. I see. Was it Jay Hastings or something said he talked to him and he sprained it real bad. He's projected to be back for the Bucks game apparently. But fuck, our mascot can't stay healthy. Our GM can't stay healthy. What'd you say?
Our quarterback blew out his knee.
Yeah, I mean, fucking up and down the list. I saw something that we have 7 guys. We have 7 offensive guys, starters currently on IR right now, I believe. Or wow, I saved it in my bookmarks. This is the time where you go to Twitter.
All-star IR team, the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh God, yeah. And then Trayvon Mullen. So we cut Trayvon Mullen. He got claimed by the Cowboys. Shout out Trayvon Mullen. He gave up 9 catches on 9 targets this season. But with Vance's soft zone coverage, Trayvon Mullins has definitely been more known. I remember even going back to Joe's video on him, how he's much better of a press man guy, not much of like a zone guy. So good for him signing with the team that's got playoff aspirations. Looks like Eno Benjamin is jumping on his 3rd team within the last couple weeks now. What's you guys' feeling on that with him getting cut by Houston and now claimed by the Saints?
I didn't know he was claimed by the Saints.
Just today,
That's
yeah.
a very, very interesting situation
Yeah.
because I don't like having just one true running back. I've always preferred a tandem.
Yeah, we need
I
running
mean,
back
like
by
there was
committee.
games,
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
we're intention of anything, but like James Conner got banged up. I know that during that Monday night game, but he came back in. But it's only a matter of time before James Conner goes down at some point. So I don't see why. I really want to know why we got rid of him.
We'll never know.
More and more, I'm thinking about it. I'm getting the feeling it's kind of a Drew Rosenhaus thing. He's a Rosenhaus guy. It's time to. He's gonna be looking for a payday and a starting role here shortly. So I don't know if it's Drew kind of getting in his ear or what the case is. But hopefully he kind of figures it out. He can find a home because Benjamin deserves a place in the NFL. He's got potential. So shout out to our former Sun Devil boy.
I miss him every day.
Yeah, and then what do you guys think about Rondell Moore now? He's going to be out for this season.
It sucks. I'm sorry. I can't muster much more than that. It sucks.
It sucks, and it kind of like proves what my biggest concerns were when we drafted him. Like I remember where I was when he drafted him. I was bowling, but I was like, okay, he's 5'7".
Yeah.
He had injuries with Purdue, something like that. I personally would have went in a different direction if I was drafting. I've loved what I've seen out of him, but I just hate that he cannot stay healthy to save his life. And and it kind of goes back to what you were saying earlier, and I never answered, but with the whole like, do we trade D Hop?
Oh, yeah.
And D Hop's a generational talent that I would love. I would be okay if he went to like a championship contending team and got a ring. Because after watching years of Larry Fitzgerald's loyalty, in hindsight, I would have liked him to go somewhere else to win because he deserves it. I feel that way with D Hop, but at the same time, we saw what this team was like without D Hop. Rondell Moore can't stay healthy to save his life, and then Hollywood. I love Hollywood, but I don't like his drop history. So like the smart thing would be to retain D Hop, and if we have to part ways with Hollywood, then so be it. But I think that's going to be an issue too because him and Kyler have a very good, solid friendship.
You guys want to get into predictions?
And that's all I got to say about that.
Oh,
I don't have.
That was well said, Jackie. I feel similar on that. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. You're in a shitty situation, but sometimes it's almost better to trade a guy. I know we talked about it with Chandler Jones, and we brought it up, before last season. Entering that last year, we had the conversation: should we trade Chandler Jones? And eventually, I think we kind of all agreed that was like our must-win year, the year we were really we were going for it.
You want to keep all your good players.
Yeah, but then again, it's all like the shrewdest GMs. I'll still go back to this. Trade guys, find a way to move on from a guy 1 year early than 1 year late, because there goes all that value. And I love D Hop too, but if that value is there, this franchise needs as many good young pieces to come in and be kind of be the foundation to help rebuild, because this is bad. This feels worse than 2018. 2018. I remember predicted them to go 5-11.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you expect nothing out of that year. You expect a lot out of this year. You expect a lot after you just pay your quarterback. You expect a lot after you got this hot shot coach. The expectations are high. The talent is high for us to come short. If you would have, like we talked about in the off season or the beginning of the season, when people had us going like 4 and whatever, 5 and whatever, we thought there's no way in hell this team is not going to win games, and look where we are.
Amen.
But yeah, we can get into predictions. Unless Max got anything else.
No, I think I am pretty much good. I'm finished. Oh, I'm barely started my second beer. I better chug. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
You guys ready for some predictions?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you guys, Silver Wolf, Mikey, Joe,
Josh Carpenter.
Oh, that's my nephew. What up? What up, nephew?
What's
shout
up,
out.
nephew?
Yeah. Brandon, Juan. I know if you guys aren't on here now, you give it a listen. So we appreciate you guys.
Redbird gang.
We'll be here. Even if Will and Jackie don't want to be here, I'll be here somehow. And Bobby does not here, then well, I'm fucked. Then we're not going to be airing. So as long as Bobby's here, I'm here, folks. So
if you bring the beer, I'm here.
There we go. Beer and all the drugs.
Thursday night football. We have a half decent game. Niners Seahawks. Who you got?
I'm still going Niners. The way they punish the Bucks. I feel like the Seahawks are kind of peaking as well, so we'll see how that plays out.
Well, I was told that Brock Purdy is on the injury report. So who the hell do they have after that?
And they do play Thursday night, so yeah, that is something to kind of keep an eye out for. But it sounds like he should be good to go. I believe
Here's my question: should I start Trevor Lawrence or Brock Purdy?
I wouldn't start Brock Purdy, given that he's on the injury report.
Yeah, fair.
But I don't know. People just can't stay healthy in San Francisco. So if he's on the injury report and he ends up playing, there's a possibility he could go down at some point. It's a division rivalry too.
I'm taking a lot of risks. I'm a game out from being in. I'm taking a lot of risks. I'm starting Jerick McKinnon over Hopkins.
Jesus H. Christ.
He's playing Houston. They're the worst against running backs in the league.
Okay.
And you know what?
I would never stick DeAndre Hopkins.
Trevor Lawrence put up. Joe just brought up a good point that he had a very good game last week, and he did, and that's why I'm not in the goddamn fantasy playoff.
I'm not in it yet either.
You got beat by Trevor Lawrence?
Yes, I got beat by Trevor Lawrence. Freaking Derek Carr put up 3 goddamn points.
It was like Trevor Lawrence is a guy who kind of has like that really good week, but can he ever sustain it a couple weeks in a row? I mean, they're being a fairly competitive team, but I have.
Plus, San Francisco is a very run-heavy team.
Yeah, and San Francisco is also playing on Thursday night, and those aren't very high scoring. I probably would lean Trevor Lawrence as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick San Fran.
Okay.
After that,
I'm gonna say Seattle.
Ooh, Jackie.
Okay, Miss Contrarian. Okay.
Jackie likes second.
Yeah, contrarian.
All right, so Saturday football. Apparently, this is the only reason to have NFL Network this year. First things first, at 1 p.m., we got Colts Vikings. I think we can all agree on this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go on Minnesota.
Mini. After that, 4:30, we got Ravens Browns. I think we can all agree on this one too.
Well, Lamar's still out.
Yeah, shit, you're right. Fuck.
I'm still going Baltimore though. You won't see me rooting for the Browns.
I'm gonna go Baltimore. I'm not rooting for no sex offender team.
I'm not rooting for him, but I don't trust Tyler Huntley. I'm gonna say the Browns. Ugh. 8:15. We've actually got to kill.
Will hates women. Confirmed.
Didn't need a podcast to find that out. Anyway.
Did you guys see that Iranian footballer, soccer player, getting sentenced to execution for defending women's rights? Did you guys see that?
That's sad, man.
Fucking crazy world. Thank God we live in the fucking country we do, even though so many people hate it.
Anyway, prime time on Saturday, you got a pretty solid game. You got Dolphins-Bills. Who you got?
I got to go Buffalo. Miami have not looked great last couple of weeks, so.
I'm also going to go Buffalo.
Yeah, I'll say Buffalo.
I know you want to do it.
I'll
say Buffalo.
So Miami is winning confirmed. We all went Buffalo. Okay.
Opening up your Sunday slate, you got Falcons Saints in New Orleans. Who you got?
I'm a big fan of Desmond Ridder, so I am going Atlanta. So
hottest of hot takes. I think the Falcons might win the NFC South.
Anyway,
That would be kind of cool. I'm also going to go Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Atlanta and then the Lions to make the playoffs.
I want Atlanta.
I want to see Detroit in there.
Atlanta's remaining schedule is a fucking cakewalk. If they can win out, they're in.
Yeah, that fucking division. It's like, yeah.
I'm gonna say Atlanta wins. After that, you got Steelers, Panthers. Who you got?
It's kind of like a push game. Panthers have been playing better, but
Steelers suck.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh just for the fact I don't want to see people saying, "Oh, Steve Wilkes should have got another year."
Did you know that the Panthers have a 36% chance of making the playoffs right now?
They do.
Dog shit.
They're 5-8.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna say the Panthers.
Bobby's going Carolina too. I'm the only one picking Pitt.
Hey, sometimes, you know, in regards to Steve Wilkes, sometimes you got to fail, you know, take your licks and then kind of reevaluate yourself and then, you know, you come out better. So, you know, hindsight 2020, maybe him getting fired, getting picked up as random coaching jobs. And you know, maybe that helped.
We knew it here. We've still been saying it, you know, whenever his name gets brought up. That team was set up for failure. You know, you have Bradford, Rosen, McCoy. McCoy just ran the ball up the middle a fucking million times. And that team was just not good enough. And it sucks to say, you know, I wish the best for that guy. And, you know, Steve Wilkes doesn't seem like a bad dude in general. But that season was as bad of a season as you've ever seen in, you know, NFL history offensive wise. So you just couldn't retain something like that. You got to show something.
Yeah.
After that, we got Eagles, Bears.
No, Philly.
Philly.
Yeah,
Philly.
After that, Chiefs, Texans.
Same thing. I think Chiefs are favored by 15.
Jesus Christ.
Surprised it's not more.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Jags, Cowboys in Jacksonville.
You know, I'm going to say
I think this is a game that Jacksonville could steal. Yeah, I knew you were
Jacksonville.
The Texans are giving it to them until the very last second of that game.
I'm going to say Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I am going Dallas.
Bitch.
Oh.
Sheesh. I love you guys.
After that,
Bobby's going Dallas.
After that, you got Lions, Jets. That might be the best game of the week right there.
Hey, I'm riding Detroit, baby. Go Detroit, go Detroit, go.
Jets, Jets.
Detroit's on a hot streak right now, man. I mean, I like Mike White, but I don't trust him. I'm gonna have to say Detroit.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, that motherfucker Mike White got absolutely obliterated in that game too. He had internal injuries. I felt bad watching that. Oh, dude got absolutely crunched. Yeah.
After that, you got Pats Raiders. Who you got?
Pats Raiders. It's fucking awful. I'm
Belichick
going Pats. I feel like the Raiders find ways to lose any given week. Look at how they played against us, how they finished against us. And then look at fucking last week. You lose to the Rams and Baker. You make people fucking jump on the Baker Mayfield train again. Dumb plays, too. What was it? The defensive lineman knocked out the ball from Mayfield as he was trying to hand it to the ref and fucking automatically get a penalty right there. It's just a dumb fucking team. So I got to go Pats.
Yeah, I mean, Belichick tends to beat the people from his coaching tree, so I think that's a win no matter what. I'll say Pats.
Silence is deafening, Jackie. Are you thinking Raiders?
The Pats! What the hell?
Oh,
After that, okay, this actually might be the best one of the week. Titans, Chargers. Who you got?
I am going Chargers.
Say the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know,
Titans look like ass.
I don't trust that Chargers defense. I think the Titans win.
Oh, you trust that Titans offense, huh? Other than Derrick Henry. Oh boy.
That's a pretty big other right there.
Yeah, but when you're one dimensional though, Gets a fucking, air raid kind of high octane offense. But you do you, boo. You do you. You do you.
After that, Bengals Bucks.
Burks is hurt, Bobby. Isn't he still hurt? Traylon's fucking out. Come on, bud. I love Traylon.
Bengals Bucks.
Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals as well.
Sunday Night Football. You got the 7-5-1 Giants versus the 7-5-1 Commanders.
I'm gonna go tie because I want them to tie twice in one season. So I'm giving you guys this win. I am going fucking tie.
I'm gonna say Commanders.
Commandos.
Go New York! Go New York! Go! It's gonna be the Giants, baby.
Ugh, that's gross.
After that, you got Monday Night Football. This probably looked a lot sexier when they scheduled it. Rams Packers. Who you got?
Oh.
I am honestly.
I'm gonna say the Rams.
I was gonna say the Rams too, and
it's the Baker Mayfield show, baby. Let's hit it.
Oh fuck! Are we all gonna pick the Rams?
Bobby's not. He's picking the Packers.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the reason why he wrote down Watson is insane. Yeah, Christian Watson. Got it in my dynasty. Pumped about that. Fuck, I'm gonna go Green Bay too. Talk me into it.
Yeah, bitch. All of that leads us to
come on, Don.
Sunday, 4:05 p.m. Eastern, 2:05 Arizona time on Fox. Your Arizona Cardinals versus the hippie, the ice skiing, the alcoholic Denver Broncos. Who do you have?
The Broncos.
I said before this season started, you would have a tie. This is the tie game. There's gonna be 2 ties this week in football, folks.
Oh no!
You somehow predict both of those games ending in ties. I will come on here next week and fucking sing a song.
Oh, I don't
Can we just talk about how unprecedented this is? Mac is not predicting a Cardinals win.
First time ever, I think, right?
Cardinals lose.
No, you backed out of it a couple weeks ago. You were like, "Oh, I'm gonna."
Philly game, and that was a close game too. The motherfuckers could have had it. Yeah, you're right. I'm going tie. It's a non-Cardinals win, folks.
Wow.
Bobby, of course, he's going Denver.
Wow! Oh my God.
Oh, what was your score, Jackie?
Oh, I am. I'm gonna say it's a low-scoring affair of 13-10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be high scoring. Yeah, fucking. I am going 16-16.
Hey guys.
You're going Cardinals?
17-10 Cardinals.
Okay, see you.
Look at you. Will turns down some fucking butthole, and he's a fucking back rooting for the Cardinals again. There you go.
There you go.
I don't trust Ripien, man.
17-10.
17-10 Cardinals.
You know how bad it is? None of us picked over 21 points for either of these teams.
It's going to be a very ugly game.
Oh, it's going to be fucking... It's going to be cold as shit, too. Denver weather. Let's see what we got going. Friday, 43 high, 17 low, partly cloudy so far.
I know it's supposed to snow here tonight.
Yeah, my brother, shout out Derek, he's in New York right now, and the weather for tomorrow is high of 43. Last time I looked, high of 43, low of 41, rain all day. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, back at my college, it's going to be like 22 degrees in the morning on Sunday.
It was fucking cold as shit today. I had ice all over my windshield. I rarely see that. I turned on the windshield wiper thinking it's just like water. Fucking, and like, I'm like, oh, fuck. Anyways, we just want to give you guys another shout out. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys are the reasons we do this. Actually, we'd probably do it if we had no listeners anyways, but we do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and you guys do make Twitter a lot funner of a place with all the all the shit losing we've seen between the Cardinals and adding the Suns there, and considering, we're Diamondback and Coyote fans, it could be a rough place to be. So, but we appreciate you guys, always bringing your A game. Thank you, Joe and Mikey, all you guys again. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Man, I was the only one to pick a Cardinals victory this week. You guys said Broncos country, let's ride. You guys make me sick.
Hey, just talk to Jackie and Will, or Jackie and Bobby, not me.
No, I'm fucking around. But yeah, another wonderful week. No, I can't even say that. Another hell of a week of Cardinals action to a close.
Hopefully we get another sponsor next week. Who knows? Who knows? We already got 2 here, so let's do it.
I don't buy the Kyler just wants to play COD theory, because Modern Warfare 2 sucks ass, guys.
I'm sorry. I don't play no goddamn video games.
I'm addicted to it.
Okay, boomer Jackie.
Jeez. But anyway, you guys want to close out?
Yeah, no, I don't play video games. I'm too busy getting laid. Anyways.
Shout out, Mr. Jackie.
Shout out, Mr. Jackie.
But you guys want to
close out? Yeah.
All right. This has been another fantastic episode of the Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter. I live on that swing.
And I am Mac. You can find me on Twitter at AZSportsFien. It's FIEN.
And I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter. That is J San Diego with 2 O's.
2 hoes. We love you.
2 hoes.
And this has been another episode of the Redbird Redzone podcast. God help us all. And we are out.